Oh, it is perhaps going in cycles, or at least twirly around. But who won the prize in cyclonic coding?
Let's find out.
Again, if you're a winning author, let people know.
And the IOCCC prize in cyclonic coding goes to Tristan Marrec from Canada.
Well done, Tristan. This is Tristan's first IOCCC winning entry, and we look forward perhaps to future ones for this cyclonic coding of a piece of very impressive code. This amazed me when I realized what was going on. You say, well, what goes on? Well, let's look at how you compile Tristan's piece of code. Now, we modified a bit. We added this macro, which has an effect of doing some anti-deflickering, but otherwise, you're basically including a scenario and you're asking for fast math. And the code looks like this.
Thing of beauty.
You see, it's kind of twisted in its own way. Kind of twisted, kind of twirly, kind of swirly, give you a hint. You might say it's even self-documenting. There's a bit of hints here. You can see with some of that's going to tell you that you might get some sort of character, ASCII source character rendering. From Clang format point of view, it doesn't help much. This is the main function here. You have some satellite functions here, and such. It is. I'm restoring the image here, and you can see that it's not heavy on the macros other than this little define thing up here, but there's a lot of magic going on in the sort of iterative space if you understand about models. This particular piece of code does a number of very interesting things. So let's look at the actual program. When you run the program, this is what you see. There's this rotating box, and all of a sudden coming up from there is this vortex. And it begins to go up in a draft and does the cyclonic thing. This is actually doing a semi-Lagrangian scheme that is doing basically a pressure solver with Neumann boundary conditions. And it uses a Gauss relaxation method and ray tracing. So it is doing the computation of the vortex, and you're doing a projection through that to determine the density along your line of sight, and then producing the character graphic to deal with the actual set. So it's a fluid set, and it's a ray tracing and density set to produce a graphic that is rotating. It reminds me of, there's and I believe was in the San Francisco International Airport, where it had this mist thing that produces a tornado you can stick your hand in and twirl around, but it reminds me of that sort of cyclonic stuff.
Yeah, this one super, like, as somebody who does a lot of renders and has had to do fluid simulations and things, they're always so computationally intensive. And this is doing a lot of those computations just in ASCII form, which is really, really cool.
In real time. You saw it in real time, twirling around, doing the density set of all the fluid dynamic stuff, and the projection through the 3D set. It's not, and to give you the set there. Really impressive piece of computation and efficient computation, all within that small stuff. Very impressive. Thanks for watching. And before you go, please like and subscribe, and check out the social media links in the description below. And if you like, you can support us on Patreon to help us bring you new content so you may enjoy our favorite universe even more.